Hi, my name is Bonnie. I am a very brand spanking new tarot tuber. This is my very first video, and I figured I'd join in on the fun of Simon from the Hermit's Caves Get to Know Your Tarot Tubers A to Z challenge. By the way, my name is Bonnie. I am also just starting this channel called Mystical Remix, which is not a club, but it could be a club. But I'm taking an interdisciplinary approach to tarot and divination and do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So stay tuned to hear more about that. But tarot is my passion. So get to know me. My age, A for age. I am 45. Yes, I am. My favorite book. My favorite book is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. Career you wanted to be as a kid and what it actually is now. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a teacher. I seriously wanted to be a teacher so bad that I used to make up lesson plans and come up with seating grids, and I would have imaginary pupils and lead a class and like have lessons. I really wanted to be a teacher. But now I am a recruiter, a design recruiter at a large company based in New York. So that's what I do. Yeah. Dream. My dream is to, I actually do want to be a teacher. My dream actually is to share knowledge and to be independent. I want to do my own thing. I think that, I've been working a lot, and one day I really would love to be my own boss and do my own thing and be able to travel when I want to and just kind of do the whole thing independently. That is my true Sagittarian nature, so that's that. Essential item, that is my phone. Just like a lot of people, it is the phone. Also my laptop. But building on that, my essential apps within my phone. Instagram, yes. Um, Instagram, my Hipstamatic camera app, because I love that app. I love how it just randomly plays and kind of simulates the film feel. Pandora for my music, because I love music. And yeah, those are my favorite apps. And of course, there's Facebook and all the other stuff. So um, that's that. Favorite RWS deck, that would be my trusty old. This deck has been with me for many years. Not this specific deck, but this deck has been with me for about 30 years. I've had to replace it because after so many years of moving around and stuff, I've don't know, but it is my My Hanson Roberts deck. I've had this probably since 89, 90, I want to say, when I was in high school. And I remember the story about getting this deck. It was my second ever deck that I owned. And I went to this store called Star Magic, which is long gone. It was in the Village in New York. And they saw my hands and they were like, you'd like this one. This is going to bond with you. Yes, I have small hands, and yes, this fits my hands perfectly, and it's great for shuffling. But the thing that I love the most about this deck, not that it's small hand friendly, but I love the emotional depth that comes with the imagery. I think that it's just so it's just so emotional, and it has this true empathetic feel to it, which I love. And I think, I mean, look at this Lovers card is just gorgeous. And this Five of Cups, it's just, you feel the emotions through these cards. And I've noticed on Instagram lately that there's been a renewed love of this deck, and I'm really happy because a lot, like, I've read a lot in the past where people really thought that this deck was a little juvenile, or it was a little too folksy, or something. But honestly, it has a lot of emotional depth to it, and I really love it. Gold or silver? Silver. Height 5'1.5", and I'm actually sitting on a book because it. Yeah, I'm short, and I always put the half in because I'm not 5'1". I'm 5'1.5". Ideal day. I mean, I think my ideal day is one where I can appreciate nature, appreciate art, um, and be with close friends or people that are close to me. I'm pretty simple on that. Like, I don't have this, like, it would, like, I don't have this whole imaginative take of, like, being at this music festival and I'm going to go here and I'm going to do this and I'm going to be traveling. And I think for me, the most ideal days, and the most ideal day for me would be one where I'm out and about, I'm appreciating nature, I'm appreciating art, I'm walking around, and I'm just soaking in culture. And I'm experiencing this with somebody I love and somebody I care about, or just a friend. Or sometimes just being alone. I love all of that stuff. So that's kind of my take on an ideal day. Funniest joke, I'm so bad at telling jokes that I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell a joke. Kids, I do not have kids. Maybe one day a puppy, but no kids. Living arrangements. I live in the Hudson Valley of New York, and I live with my partner. And it was definitely a major adjustment because we're both from the city originally. We're both from Queens. And we recently moved up here, which was definitely like a change from being so part of the city. I was actually really, really nervous, and I've really loved embracing this new kind of lifestyle change. So it's been a journey, and I've really loved. My anxiety really went down a lot since being closer to nature. So I'm very happy about that. And I still commute into the city every a few days a week, so that's cool. Favorite Marseille deck? Yeah, this is a vintage deck. It is the Tarot Patent Vian, also known as the Pointer deck. So that's that. This deck, I've been eyeing this for like over a year, and I've been loving it, and I've been wanting it. And the reason that how I stumbled upon this particular deck before I start showing it, I was looking at birth year decks because I was born in 1974 and this deck was published in 1974. So the things I love about this deck are the real bold, very 70s kind of imagery. The pips are awesome. Like, I love the imagery of the majors. They're just such bold colors and really great illustrations. It's funny because this deck almost reminds me of my Saki Saki deck too. So they kind of pair really nicely together. So yep. So there you have the Tarot Piatnik Bean. What I really love about this chariot too is that there's like a little bit of the traditional, but also you got a modern twist to it. So it's really fun and whimsical and bold, and I just like that. Nicknames. Bon. So yeah, that's that. Oracle deck. This is a really cool oracle, and it is called It's At by the Kohenet Katsira Ha Magalet. Um, and I was looking actually for tarot and divination decks and oracle decks that tied into my culture, because I am Jewish. And I found this and I was totally stunned by it. And it really has this really amazing Jewish feminist, divine feminine feel to it. And it's something like I feel like it's very important for me to connect to my roots, especially in these times. So these are just some gorgeous, gorgeous cards that I do plan on using throughout the holidays and everything. And um, if you identify with this, I would say come and get in on it because it is. I believe I got number 231 of 300. So these are starting to, these are, there aren't so many left, and they are just gorgeous. So that is my favorite and most unique Oracle deck. P, passionate about. I am passionate about culture and absorbing culture. And I love learning, and I love stories, and I love art, and I love sharing knowledge. I just love to soak up all things culture, and I'm super passionate about like learning as much as I can. Like when I'm into a topic, I go deep and wide. So that's that. Q for quote. My favorite quote comes from a song from a band called Dead Can Dance, and it was from a song called Song of Sophia. And the quote goes something like this: "With one wish, we wake the will within wisdom." It just, it's just really beautiful alliteration, all that. And I've heard that quote since high school, and it just stuck with me throughout all these years. Our relationship status. I am taken. I have an amazing partner who I live with, and we've been together for 4.5 years. He's just awesome and whimsical and fun, and I couldn't find a better. Anyway, um, yeah. S season. My favorite season is fall. I am a fall baby. I'm a November child. Um, November Sag. But my favorite season is fall, and the reason why I love fall so much is I love the feeling of leaves under your feet and that crispness in the air, and that I feel this fire, this energy that just comes within me when it's fall. So fall. T for tarot, first and last. My very first tarot deck is the Mythic Tarot is what I first got. When I first got into tarot, it was the Mythic Tarot, the original Mythic. I probably got it in like 1989. This is not my original copy. This serendipitously walked back into my life as a gift from beyond. So I'm insanely happy that this deck made its way back to me. And yeah, I love the original artwork. I love the stories, and I just, yeah, it's just a really great deck. And I know that a lot of people have. I will not touch that new Mythic Tarot. I have heard rumors all around about the original artwork being re-released. I do hope that they do that because I would like more people to have this in their hands. That would be awesome. And the last tarot that I just got over the weekend because I've been wanting this for a while, and it's only available in mini right now. It is the Tabula Mundi in Minima. And I'll show you the reason why I got this. I got this because I seriously love the Magus card. And if I can find it, like the imagery like this, like God is a DJ, like it's just, I love the imagery so much. And it has this perfect blend of the classic occult with modern, and this is my first ever Thoth-based deck, and yeah, it would be great to have the full size of this, but I'm gonna take baby steps with getting into the Thoth, so doing it, so, and I have others on order. U for upset. What upsets me the most? I mean, right now there's just so much. This is a very tough question because right now there's just so much going on in the world, and it really is very hard to talk about like our earth is dying. There's a lot of hate happening. There's just disease. There's like all these like real world problems happening right now, and like I if I think of those things, I feel it in my head and I'll get a migraine. So I don't really want to talk about the things that upset me. But there's just so much wrong right now. And I really do believe that, hopefully, like with our united energies, that balance will be restored, as it usually does. The pendulum always swings. So I'm just hanging on to hope right now. So yeah, a lot is upsetting me right now, just about the current state of affairs, and a couple of things on the personal side too. That, yeah. Vlog, which I am most proud of, and what is most popular? Well, I'm most proud of this because I probably did about 5 takes of this. Seriously, I did. And I'm gonna go with this one. And I'm sure this will be my most popular as by default. W for weakness. My weakness is seeing cute puppies. I swear. Like, if I see a cute puppy on the street, I will stop everything and just be like, I just light up when I see puppies. My partner, he is exactly the same way. Like, we both look at puppies, and we've stopped the car a couple of times when we see cute puppies. Like, it's our weakness. X for X-rated. I am not telling you what I've done that's naughty. I don't know you well enough, and this is my first video. We have to develop a relationship before I could do that. Plus, I probably should have a couple in me before I say something like that. Yeah. So, I've done a lot of naughty things, though, but I'm not telling you. Yesteryear, my favorite year so far, and why? I just look at eras. I think that it's not really like I'm not bound to a specific year. I look at my life through different eras, different phases. And yes, the 80s do have a very great spot in my heart. But if I were to pick my favorite era would have to be the early 90s, when I was in college, and when I had an indie, I had a zine, an indie zine that I published. Seems like everybody was doing that at the time, where there was just so much creative energy happening around that time. Like, being in New York during that era, being a native New Yorker as I am, like being able to go to shows at CBGB's and Brownies and like all these places that are long gone. Going to cafes before Starbucks was really popular here. Like this whole creative, fiery energy that was just like everyone was just such a DIY aesthetic, and it just was the last era before the internet became wide. Like, when I was in college and right after college, the internet was still modem based. You still did it only either at school or at work. We were not so tied to our devices. It was probably the last era where you could just experience life and and it felt amazing. So, like, that's my favorite era. Zen. What do I do to relax and stay calm? I I just will meditate sometimes. Like, I do meditate before I draw a card for a day. Sometimes I'll go out in my backyard and look out to the river because I can see the river from my backyard. I will, like, I just love seeing nature and just being at one with my thoughts. Another thing that I do that to relax is go for long walks and just be one with my thoughts and really just kind of channel it. I'll go out for a walk, I'll take photos, I'll get inspired by my surroundings. I'll go to a museum. I just absorb the culture. But I do a lot of things to keep myself relaxed and calm and in that meditative space. So there you have it. I am going to post this. I have to, I am going to post this today. I really am. And I want to share some more of my thoughts on tarot and my interdisciplinary approach and some of the tarot the things that I do to make my daily tarot practice more exciting and fun. So looking forward, I do watch a lot of your video, like a lot of the videos that you post, as well as like all the other tubers that I've been watching, and I really wanted to get in on this. So thank you all so much. Bye.